Good afternoon and welcome to the Ultimate Racing League. And you're here with Enzo Jack at the Red Bull Ring for the Porsche Versus Ferrari Challenge Cup. Now, this is a competition that's being run by our very own URL Ruthless Rufus. He's currently unable to pick up the commentary for these races, so I'm stepping in for these for 2 rounds, I believe, which I'll try and get out to you today. I'll try and bring you these races as best I can. And then we'll return to Rufus for the future future rounds, I believe. So we are here at the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg in Austria. A fantastic circuit, iconic racing circuit. Obviously, currently holds the Austrian Formula One Grand Prix. Opened in 1969 and then reopened again after some redevelopments in 2011. And these guys are currently going to be taking part in this is, I think, round 3 of the Porsche versus Ferrari Challenge. Now, the Porsche versus Ferrari Challenge has the 2 most recent additions to the GT7 car roster, the Ferrari 296 GT3 GR3 car and the Porsche 911 GT3R GR3 car. Now, these 2 are very, very well matched cars, as they are both current competitors in GR3 racing. And the grid is, I believe, evenly matched between Porsche and Ferrari, but I'm not 100% until we go down and look after qualifying. But we are down to just 9 drivers on the grid. Not sure what's happened to the rest of the field, but that's probably going to have a play a factor in what we have on the grid. Anyway, so I'll take you down through the field after qualifying, and we shall see where everybody lines up. So URL Enzo Jack there in the Ferrari 296 in what it looks to be a tribute to the Niki Lauda 312T, which is obviously one of the most legendary Ferrari Formula One cars, and he is there on pole. In second place, I'll just go the other side of the cars, because obviously the barrier is getting in the way, is URL Unforgiven, our CEO and creator, Unforgiven. Now, he's in his own, I believe it's his own custom Monster Energy livery. He's a bit of a fan of green, as most of you will probably well know. And he is also in the 296. Then we've got Silly Shot in the, let's have a bit of a different look, a side-on look at that, shall we? The Skittles Porsche 911. So the first of the Porsches in third on the grid. Great livery there from Silly Shot. In fourth, we've got another green Ferrari 296 with URL DJ, Lauenbrau being on the side. So I don't know if that's a specific sponsor or whether that's just his favourite beer, I think it is. But there we have URL DJ. Now, in fifth, we have another Ferrari. So it does seem to be very populated with Ferraris up front. Maybe this is just a particularly strong Ferrari track. We have Itsumi Dan with his own custom livery there, I believe, for McGrath Racing, which I believe to be his other name that he runs under. Sai then in sixth with the second of the Porsches in a Fujitsubo livery. Looks quite cool. And in seventh, we have Hoggy in the Verstappen Racing 296 that obviously Verstappen won last year's Nürburgring race round in, and was obviously one of the only Ferrari, the first Ferrari driver to win a race last year, as the Formula One team failed to do so. Although, actually, I think that's incorrect, because I believe the hypercar team in endurance racing beat him to that. And in eighth place, we've got Nordi in the Porsche as well, and that livery, quite a plain livery there, but good color combination. I'm not sure what main sponsor it is, but a cool little design on that one. And in ninth place, we got our replay sharer, so many thanks for that, to URL Willard with the Martini Porsche 911, which I think, so different colors either side. Nice chrome blue on that one, and he's in ninth place. So Let's we got standing starts on the grid, so we'll get the lights going and then we'll get underway. The lights go on and away they go. The Euro Enzo Jack taking us down towards turn 1 with Unforgiven just slotting in behind it with Silly Shot in third. As they come down to turn 1, under braking, and Enzo Jack takes the lead into turn 1. But Unforgiven looking to have a move up the inside of turn 1 straight away, but nothing there. A Silly Shot now moves to the inside of Unforgiven as they come up towards turn 2. And Silly Shot is alongside Unforgiven going into turn 2. He's going to have the inside line. Is he going to be letting off on the brakes to stick it up the inside? He is. But Unforgiven not giving him any room at all. He's holding it there, but Silly Shot has got the move done, and Silly Shot is now up into second, with Unforgiven in third, Cy in fourth with a half-second time penalty. Willard is up from 9th into 5th. Great stuff from Willard, but he has picked up a time penalty. No, sorry, that's Silly Shot. It looked like it came across on top of Silly Cy's car then. Hoggy in 6th on in the Ferrari, and Nordy down in 7th. Itsumi Dan has obviously had a few issues early on in these first couple of corners, and he's in 8th. And URDJ is experienced. Let's go back and see what happened, because I think some of these guys lost some places early on there, Ed. So as we see DJ having a little pirouette there. Was that a touch? Was that a touch from Itsumi Dan? Is that why Dan dropped back? Yeah, it's a Dan waiting. So let's have a little look from Itsumi's Dan's perspective as they get away from the start-finish line. Head on down into turn 1. And URL DJ on the inside. Well, Dan gets a little bit of a nudge there, but nothing to do. And he's clipped the rear quarter of DJ's car, and that's sent him back. So that's obviously upset the grid order for what we would expect. And then these two are going to be dropping off the back. Really unfortunate incident to have in the early stages. So let's get back up to where we were as Enzo Jack takes us around turn 3. Silly Shot under pressure from Unforgiven after losing that early position. Unforgiven losing that early position, so Silly Shot up into second. And but he's got Unforgiven for company on his bumper. Cy going to be serving that half-second time penalty, so I think Willard and Hoggy are probably going to move up in front of him when he serves that. So we'll just have a look. Unforgiven now looking up the inside of Silly Shot. Is he going to make that move down into the final turn? On the braking, no, Silly Shot has got to make sure he's kept that car ahead, and Unforgiven is going to have to settle in behind for the time being as they cross the start-finish line and finish lap 1. So this race is a 25-minute race, so there is no lap count, but they are running for a full 25 minutes, plus obviously however long it takes to complete that lap. So we will see how many laps that means for these guys, but Silly Shot has picked up a half-second time penalty as well as he looks to close in on the back of Enzo Jack. Cy didn't manage to lose out to Willard in that time penalty exchange, but Hoggy has now got straight up onto the back of Willard, and Nordy is just trying to keep in touch with the guys as Dan and URL DJ look to try and bring themselves back in to the equation. So Enzo Jack in the Ferrari coming round the second half of this lap with Silly Shot about to serve a half-second time penalty. Unforgiven probably just sitting there waiting for that to happen. It's not worth making any silly mistakes at this early stage in the race. Much better to sit there and wait for that penalty to be served and probably then get past, which I think he has. Silly Shot not letting him have it easy, but definitely not letting him have it easy. He's right up the bumper of Unforgiven there, and not looking to give up on that position. So is Silly Shot going to come back at Unforgiven now as they head down into turn 1? As Unforgiven gets fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:30. Oh, and that goes immediately to Itsumi Dan with a 30.7. So Itsumi Dan is on a charge to try and bring himself back into this race. As Silly Shot now looking to go around the outside of Unforgiven. A Silly Shot got the run on him. Unforgiven is going to have the inside line as they come up into turn 2. Is Unforgiven going to keep it on the inside? He does. He's under braking, but Silly Shot is going to look to go around the outside, and the exchange means that Unforgiven has managed to keep hold of that. And now Cy is looking to come at both of them, but Silly Shot is now maintaining alongside of Unforgiven as they go down into turn 2, turn 3 even. But Sai looking for a way through. Sai just biding his time, seeing if any of these guys make a mistake. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen right here with this turn. So Unforgiven still holding second. Silly Shot in third, and Sai now looking to get past Silly Shot and make his way up from 4th place. Great stuff from these guys. Great clean racing. No silly moves. Assuming Dan is all over the back of Nordy there. So is that going to be a pass? As assuming Dan is on a charge. He's going around the outside of Nordy round there. It's going to give him the outside line going into the final 2 turns. But Nordy is holding station there on the inside. Is he going to hold that line? They're both still going side by side. But Nordy has had to yield. So assuming Dan now up into 6th after his earlier incident with DJ and having to wait, as it looks like Enzo Jack is under pressure from Unforgiven up in front. So Enzo Jack taking the defensive line into turn 1. Unforgiven looking to go around the outside, and Unforgiven holding that outside line now. It's a drag race between the 2 Ferraris going down into turn 2, but Silly Shot is coming up there following Enzo Jack. So Silly Shot benefiting from the slipstream, and now Unforgiven looks like he's going to lose out to Silly Shot rather than get past Enzo Jack. Can Enzo Jack hold it into this turn 2? Unforgiven holding the outside line again, but he's going to have to tuck in behind Enzo Jack as they head off down to turn 3. And it looks like Silly Shot lost a bit of ground there, and Sai is now up into 3rd. The Silly Shot goes from trying to challenge Unforgiven to dropping back to 3rd, and now we have Sai on the inside going into turn 3 with Silly Shot tucked in behind him. The Silly Shot has dropped back a couple of places there, and now has all the work to do to try and get back up in front. But Unforgiven not letting Enzo Jack get away at all. Enzo Jack, I just realised Enzo Jack is on the medium tyres with Unforgiven on the softs. Sai also on the softs. Silly Shot on the softs. Willard, oh, hang on, there we got Nordy, DJ on the mediums, and it looks like Hoggy pitted. No, something's happened to Hoggy there. So what's happened to Hoggy? When did he drop off the back? Oh, that was some time ago. So we'll have a little look, see what happened to Hoggy, because that was some time ago. And then we'll go back forward. Since we found, he's just got caught out around round turn 3 and got a load of understeer, and it's just spun him round. Really unfortunate for Hoggy. He was battling up in the middle of the pack there, looking to try and hold on to the guys ahead. But we'll get back up to the guys ahead now. So Silly Shot, back to where Silly Shot was down into 4th. That was about here? Yeah, so about there. So yeah, we had Sai holding the inside line round turn 3, Silly Shot dropping back, and now we're underway, heading towards the end of lap 4. Again, some really great battling from these guys in this league and this championship. It's obviously being one of the competitors in it is a lot of fun. These 2 cars are so evenly matched, and the guys are really close in this league, as you can see. So it is quite a good competitive bunch, as Unforgiven is looking to put Enzo Jack under all sorts of pressure as they come round to complete lap 4. Is Enzo Jack going to be able to hold him off? Obviously on those slower medium compound tyres. I believe it was there is a pit stop in this race, so that would be why Enzo Jack has perhaps decided to go out on the mediums to get rid of them nice and early. And at the moment he is holding everybody at bay and holding on to that 1st place with the soft tyre compound still to come. As Sai now, Unforgiven has dropped back a little bit off of Enzo Jack, and Sai now giving Unforgiven all the problems. He's on the outside line, so he's going to have that outside line going into turn 2. But Unforgiven will have the benefit of the inside line on the right, as Silly Shot now looks to go at the inside of both of them. Silly Shot trying to hold the inside line there, but he's going to have to settle in behind Unforgiven, as Unforgiven now has to defend from both of them there. They're looking to go 3 abreast there. And they are going to go 3 abreast. Silly Shot looking down the inside. Silly Shot, nope, nothing doing there. Unforgiven holding the inside line. And Sai on the outside. Can Sai keep it on the track? He can. So Sai is now up into 2nd. And he's going to have the inside line in his next turn. He's got that move done. Great stuff from Sai. Unforgiven dropping back into 3rd place, with Sai taking 2nd place. But Unforgiven is not going to give that up easy. Silly Shot in 4th. As he's just buying this time now. He's not been able to find a way back through. Enzo Jack starting to stretch his legs out in front, starting to create a bit of a gap. while these guys are battling. This is good news for Enzo Jack. Not so good news for these guys that if they want to try and take the victory here, as Enzo Jack is making sure they're not having it their way. As Unforgiven now in the slipstream of Sai moves to the inside. Obviously no bump drafting allowed in the Ultimate Racing League, so Unforgiven not able to bump draft Sai along that straight, and he does make the move at the inside, but Sai not giving him any quarter whatsoever, and he's held that line fairly, and Unforgiven has now dropped back to fourth. So to and fro in with positions here, but Sai the benefactor with Silly Shot now back up into third, and having a look at the inside of Sai. Can the Silly Shot get the move done on Sai? No, nothing doing there, but he's defending against Unforgiven as well. So, is Unforgiven going to be able to battle back past? And all while this is happening, Willard is joining the fun in fifth, and Isumi Dan, after his earlier incident with DJ, is also making his way back up to this battling pack. So Willard with a half-second time penalty, so that is going to impact him, but they're still on the back of these guys, as Sai now has a little bit of breathing space from Silly Shot, and who has about the same sort of gap from Unforgiven, as they look to settle down a little bit for at least a lap to give us some breathing space. Great stuff. This is great to watch. So Willard serves that time penalty. Is it Sumi Dan going to be able to get that move done? Or is Willard going to hold on? No, Willard is holding on, so that half-second time penalty. It's probably one of the best tracks if you do get a half-second time penalty, because you don't actually end up losing out too much, and you can fight that, as it's not a particularly long bit of straight, and until you're into the apex of the next corner, as we have Nordy and DJ pulling into the pits to get rid of the medium tyres and get onto those soft compound tyres. To be honest, it doesn't look like we're going to be experiencing tyre wear or fueling issues if they did go to the end, but there is a mandatory pit stop here, so and a minimum of 2 laps on each compound, so you may find that the soft tyre runners will only pit 2 laps from the end, however many laps into the race that will be, as obviously it's a timed race. So Enzo Jack might be in a bit of trouble here, really, because he's on the medium tyres, but he's going to stop, but he's going to have to wait until the last 2 laps of the race to see whether he can whether he's bridged that gap and still come out in the lead when the rest of them pit. Oh, Sai with a half-second time penalty there. That's really unfortunate from Sai. He was starting to put some pressure on Enzo Jack there, and he's not going to serve the penalty this time around, as he's picked it up too late. So he's going to have to hold that penalty for another lap before he can take it. Can Enzo Jack put at least half a second into that to mean that it doesn't actually can Sai put half a second into that, so it doesn't actually mean that Silly Shot or Unforgiven can take advantage of it? Silly Shot now starting to close up on the back of Sai. I think he's seen that half-second time penalty and gone, this is my moment. So Silly Shot looking to get a move on Sai, or at least get himself nice and close, so that when he does serve that time penalty, that move is done and dusted nice and easily. As they head into turn 2, still bumper to bumper, really, as they come round. Some great racing from these guys, really keeping the pressure on each other and forcing the best out of each other. Great to see. As Unforgiven is dropping off the back a little bit, slightly from Silly Shot, so he's just taking a little breather, biding his time and seeing what the guys in front are going to do. But it does mean that Isumi Dan's picked up a half-second time penalty now. This track is brutal for those time penalties. Willard dropping off the back of the guys after being up in 5th, up much closer to Isumi Dan, sorry. Hoggy made his way up to 7th, but that's only by virtue of Nordy and URL DJ having pitted to change their tyres. Oh, we got Sai having a little look up the inside of Silly Shot. Nothing doing there. He's not quite close enough. The Silly Shot under pressure. Oh no, that was the other way round. So I think Silly Shot's done the move. Silly Shot. So yeah, Silly Shot's made the move. So under that half-second time penalty, Silly Shot got the got close enough to Sai to allow him to make that move after when Sai served that half-second time penalty, and now Unforgiven has got the bit between his teeth and is right on the bumper of Sai there, and going to look to benefit from that slipstream going down into turn 1 as they cross the line to start lap 9. They're just coming up to the halfway point of this 25-minute race, and we've got URL Enzo Jack in first, we've got Silly Shot in second, currently defending from Sai in third and Unforgiven in fourth. This has been a race-long battle so far between these three. Great stuff, great driving, and we just don't know how this is going to pan out. Unforgiven dropping off the back slightly as Sai looks to move back up onto the bumper of Silly Shot. And he's going to be looking to get that place back. It is Sai after losing it due to that half-second time penalty. But any one of these three guys could pick up a half-second time penalty, which will drop them into the clutches of the others. So still plenty of opportunities. As Unforgiven looks to be just staying back from this battle a little bit. Keep getting his head down, looking at his lap times and making sure he's staying with them, but giving them a bit of room to make their own mistakes. I think Sumi Dan is looking really consistent with his lap times as well, consistently in those 130s, and that is shown by the fact he has really bridged that gap. He's looking to go purple on his fastest lap again as he's trying to catch up and bridge that gap to the guys ahead. Willard dropping off the back, struggling a little bit with his pace, but he's still made good inroads considering he started at the back of the grid. Hoggy there, Hoggy obviously had that instant on lap 2, I think it was, looking at his times, but that pace in that Ferrari that he's got, as Enzo Jack has pulled into the pits, Yep, Enzo Jack pulling it into the pits, get rid of those medium tyres now. Probably means it's about halfway through the race, so going to be looking at about 18 laps. So yeah, as I said, Hoggy there with some really good pace on those soft tyres in that Ferrari, and really looking good and strong. Shame he had that issue on lap 2, because otherwise he would be much further ahead and more involved in the battle at the front. As Nordy and URL DJ now looking to have a little bit of a battle. URL DJ closing up onto the back of Nordy, taking good time out of him in the last couple of laps. About 4 seconds taken out of him. Oh, wrong way. As he looks to try and make some progress. Enzo Jack out of the pits and in front of them, so he's now on the soft tyres, and he's going to have a bit of a lonely remainder of this race, I think, because the other guys are not going to have to pit until 2 laps from the end. So it's going to be down to Enzo Jack to get his head down and focus on those lap times and really push to bridge that gap when they do come in, because he's going to have lost time on those medium tyres that he's now going to have to gain. So we'll see what he can do as the race goes on. Oh, I spotted a time penalty there. So time penalty for Unforgiven. He serves that, but Silly Shot has also picked up a time penalty. He's going to serve next lap around. Is Unforgiven going to hold off Itsumi Dan? Does look like it, but Itsumi Dan is not making it easy as they come around the final turn. Itsumi Dan tucked right under the rear wing of Unforgiven as they come across the start-finish line to start lap at 11. And we are 15 minutes into this 25-minute race, so we're into the last 10 minutes or so. And Itsumi Dan looking to put Unforgiven under loads of pressure now as they head off down into turn 2. And he looks to dive up the inside. He's got that slipstream, so he's going to have his nose alongside Unforgiven. Now, we know Unforgiven has been holding the outside line really comfortably around turn 2, but not this time as Itsumi Dan gets the move done on the apex of turn 2, and he is off and into third place after his early instant. Great recovery drive from Itsumi Dan so far, but Unforgiven not letting him have it all his own way as he looks to go down the outside into turn 3, but not able to make that move, so he's going to have to tuck in behind him as they come round the middle part of this lap. So as you can see ahead, Silly Shot and Sai a little bit apart as they currently have the lead of this race. Whether that becomes the net lead of this race remains to be seen, as Enzo Jack has still got some work to do to bring himself back into play when these guys do come into the pits. But Unforgiven then right under the rear wing of Itsumi Dan's Ferrari, and he's pulled back, so he's diving into the pits. That would be why he dropped back a little bit, as he made sure he could took the line without taking a 3-second time penalty for going into the pits. So Unforgiven, that's a really early pit stop considering the life in those soft tyres. Maybe he's thinking about fuel, possibly. I'm not sure. But either way, he's dived into the pits, and he's going to have to take on those medium tyres. The Willard moves up into 4th, Hoggy into 5th. Now, where is Enzo Jack going to come out? As this is going to be the first pit stop, as he takes the fastest lap of the race so far, the 29.994. Great lap from Enzo Jack there. Now, is Unforgiven coming out of the pits? He is. Has Enzo Jack kept ahead of Unforgiven? I think he has. Yeah, so Unforgiven comes out onto the medium tyres with Enzo Jack up ahead of him. But Enzo Jack on the soft tyres, so Enzo Jack has at least overcut Unforgiven there. And currently looking to go purple again on his fastest lap of the race. So he's got his head down, he's locked on, and he's trying to make that difference now on those soft. Now he's on those soft tyres. So up ahead we got Silly Shot with a little bit of breathing space to side, but not too much, as Itsumi Dan is now joining the back of these two. Itsumi Dan currently purple as well, so Itsumi Dan looking to drop into those 29s as well. Is he going to take the fastest lap with this lap, as he looks to really get up onto the back of Sai now, as they come around the final turn? What sort of lap time is Itsumi Dan going to put in? He was nearly 2 tenths up on the fastest lap of the race so far by Enzo Jack, as he looks dived up the inside of Sai, and in the slipstream he is comfortably into the 29s. Great lap from Itsumi Dan, and he's up in front of Sai now after that cracking lap, and he is in second place. Again, a real impressive recovery drive so far from Itsumi Dan. Sai having to yield. He made that look easy, did Dan, and Sai is down into 3rd. But this is great news for Silly Shot. Silly Shot had taken the fastest lap of the race from Enzo Jack there, 29.8, but Enzo Jack has come back again with a 29.3. Great lap from Enzo Jack, and really showing the pace that he has on those soft tyres. And I think these guys could be in trouble now with that pace being shown for when they come into the pits. But as we know with Enzo Jack, it all depends on whether he can actually keep it on the track. So will he finish this race without having a crash? That'd be an achievement, wouldn't it? As they head off on the second part of lap 13, coming round towards the final 2 turns to begin lap 14. And we're 6 minutes from the end of this race. So we're looking at 1 minute 30. So we're probably looking at about 4 or 5 laps left before they finish. So you'd expect, Itsumi Dan diving into the pits. So Itsumi Dan diving into the pits. This is going to give us an indication as to how much pace Enzo Jack has got and how far he has made his way up. So at the moment he's in 6th, and he's coming around the penultimate turn. So no fuel going into Dan's car at this moment in time, as Enzo Jack now comes around the final turn onto the start-finish line, onto the start-finish straight to start lap 14. Yeah, another quick lap there, 29.5 for Enzo Jack, and it looks like Itsumi Dan is now coming out of the pits, but I think that was Enzo Jack just up ahead. And it was, so Enzo Jack has managed to get out well ahead of Itsumi Dan as well. So Itsumi Dan now on the medium tyres, and he's going to have lesser pace than Enzo Jack on that compound, you would expect. Enzo Jack now on the way up after Hoggy, who is yet to pit off of those soft tyres, as is Willard, as is Sai, as is Silly Shot. The Silly Shot now, after that battling that Sai was doing with Itsumi Dan, stretching his legs out in the lead and starting to move away. Sai looking at the fastest lap of the race here as well. Really starting to find some pace in those soft tyres, as he's trying to get his head down to chase down Silly Shot up ahead. So he's only a 100th of a second off of the fastest lap so far. His fastest lap, sorry. It wasn't purple, it was red. So yeah, so he's looking to go quicker than his fastest lap, but he has now taken the decision to dive into the pits. So another real indication coming up of where Enzo Jack is with regards to the net lead of this race. Willard also into the pits. So Enzo Jack now coming around the final turn, and I think that, judging by what we've seen from the others, that is going to keep him in the lead. Hoggy also into the pit, so Enzo Jack up into second place. Coming around the final turn now, Sign not even down off the Jack, so Enzo Jack comfortably into second place and now off up the road after Silly Shot. Look at those lap times for Enzo Jack, 29s all the way through so far after getting onto those soft tyres. Great stuff, and he's going purple again. He is a man on a mission. He wants Silly Shot before he goes into the pits, I think. Silly Shot with plenty of breathing space. Looks like he made a bit of a mistake on that last lap. Lost nearly 2 seconds to his a second and a half to his best lap of the race so far. So doesn't want to be doing that with a rapidly approaching Enzo Jack behind him. He needs to get into that pit lane, get those tyres changed, and get back out as quick as humanly possible. I think he's going to have to come in now, or so. What we got? We got two. Yeah, he might have to come in at the end of this lap here. Is he? Yeah, he is. Oh, did he miss that? Did he miss that inside line there? Let's have a little look, because that could benefit Enzo Jack if he picks up a 3-second time penalty. So we'll have a little look as he dives into the pits. I think he did just miss it, but it was very close. But I think he has just missed it. Very lucky from Silly Shot there. I thought he'd overshot it. That would have given all the impetus to Enzo Jack, but I think he's still going to have enough as he comes around the second to last corner. Start lap 16 of this race. Silly Shot still not in his pit box. Enzo Jack now coming past his pit box. So Enzo Jack has taken the net lead of this race quite comfortably. He's going to be well out in front of Silly Shot. And I think with the pace he's shown, the only thing that could undo his race is a crash. We all know he's capable of it. A Silly Shot you can see in the distance there coming out of the pits. We all know Enzo Jack is capable of a crash. Doesn't matter whether he's leading, whether he's at the back, or what lap he's on. He's capable of a crash. So we'll see if he does keep it on the straight and narrow between now and the end of this race. Silly Shot in second. So Asumi Dan is in third place with Sai in fourth and Unforgiven in fifth with a half-second time penalty. So Unforgiven has lost out a little bit here as obviously he's struggled a little bit through that pit stop phase, and he's dropped off the back of these guys, but Sai looking to get onto the back of it. Asumi Dan, these guys all on the medium tyres now. Enzo Jack the only one on the softs and likely to be just stretching his lead out in front. So this will be coming on to the last lap of the race then, as we are on at 24 minutes. They're going to cross the line. Enzo Jack's going to cross the line before that 25-minute counter, so he is going to have another lap. It just depends on who else has to do another lap as well. As Enzo Jack now comes around in the final corner to start lap 17. So, Silly Shot will be starting lap 17 as well. In second place, it's Sumi Dan starting lap 17. In third place, Sai starting it in fourth. Unforgiven in fifth. Oh, I've just seen the mini-map. Enzo Jack, commentator's curse. And he's gone into turn one, last lap of the race. And it looks like he's stacked it into the barrier. Oh, he's got a bit unsettled on that curb on the inside and has kicked the back end round. And, well, we said it, we called it, and he's done it. So where is he going to come out? He gets back out, so second place. Third. So it looks like he's going to get past him for fourth. Is he? Or is Enzo Jack going to hold on in the inside line? No, it doesn't look like he's going to have to yield to Sai for fourth place here. So it's Silly Shot in first. Silly Shot has just kept his nose clean, really, and kept his head down. And, well, he's inherited the lead of this race. And what can be said? He's deserved it for the consistency he's shown. And it looks like if he can hold off, it's Sumi Dan in second, Sai in third, and Enzo Jack, which these laps aren't very long, so there's only half a lap remaining, if that. 30 seconds remaining. Enzo Jack may well get a move done on Sai, but it does look like a Silly Shot's race to lose, and Sumi Dan will be taking that second place on the podium as they come round. Enzo Jack all over the back of Sai now. We'll keep a Silly Shot as he comes across the line. I think Enzo Jack is. We'll just have a little look. So he is going to have a look. He's having a look. Is he going to get that move done? Oh, we're going to have a look here. He gets up the inside of Sai. He's on the inside line, but he's had to yield. Sai has held that outside line so well. So silly shot crosses the line to take the win. And Insumi down in second. And across the line they go. And Sai gets a half-second time penalty. So I think Sai and Enzo Jack, Enzo Jack has managed to secure third place. So after his spin, he secured third on the podium. Sai fourth. Unforgiven gets Weller in fifth. Willard in sixth. Great result for Willard coming from the back of the grid. Hoggy in seventh. Some great pace from Hoggy. URL DJ in eighth and Nordy in ninth. And that is your race one for the Porsche Challenge, Porsche versus Ferrari Challenge in League One. We'll be back shortly to bring you race two and at the Red Bull Ring. And we look forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much for watching.